first series here of the day at the DreamLeague EU division.
I'm a little worried for Axe. This is a hero that I feel
mean,
like
what's up with Axe?
definitely do.
Yeah.
They should definitely do what I think Kyle is saying. You know, I feel like you're not ever going to come out of a lane unless the enemy's just made the most mistakes in the world. Pretty much, you're never going to come out with a good lane. So I feel like they have to have some contingency to make sure that he can get farmed, because it's a good game for the Axe. If he can get this Vanguard online, if he can get Crimson Guard, etc., you can see it, right? It's all this physical damage. He's going to thrive. Just can he get away with it? Because he has a Nyx backing him up. So these two, they just have to pull the lane and try to maximize at their best. If the Oracle and the Troll play the lane well, I think it's going to be really hard for the Axe and Nyx.
Yeah, we'll have to see what sort of manipulations that they pull off down here to get it into good position for themselves. Because, yeah, for sure, you know, laning into these two, especially the Troll focus is going to have that pretty strong laning phase and ability to punish if these two do sort of overplay their hand.
Yeah, and then also, like, I'm looking at top too, like, same thing, just looking at the way the lanes will go, and that's why I'm feeling like Brame should get a big advantage going into this first 10 minutes where they're going to start getting these pushes. I see Lycan plus what, Oracle, or probably Shadow Shaman, actually. Lycan and Shadow Shaman top versus Medusa. Let's look at Medusa's base damage. A nice little 53, a whopping 53, with a quelling he even buys, because I think he knows how hard
he needs it
to get last hit.
Yeah.
And then look at Shadow Shaman and Lycan. 79, 54. It's going to be pretty damn hard. And then you throw in the Wolves on top. This top lane is going to be very difficult for Creepwave to secure Medusa's farm.
Oh, that yeah.
Constant pulls and, yeah.
No, absolutely, yeah. Chrysalis is definitely going to be put to the test in that laning stage to see actually how many creatures he's going to be able to get. I mean, of course, you could try to be smart about it, set them up and prime them and then get the last hits with this Mystic Snake. But even that, of course, not too easy on the early levels, as it doesn't have too great amount of jumps. But we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like Spartan trying to scout some information with the Wolves. He actually walks in aggressively. They get to see Wyvern and Deucer going top, so lanes are standard. So I think Brame is going to be very happy about those standard lanes. And they even get themselves a D-ward mid. I think both teams did get that D-ward. So. Very nice.
Well, interesting to see as well how, I mean, in the mid lane, Kunkka versus Puck, I mean, is it just better for the Kunkka in the sense that he's tanky enough to deal with the damage and, you know, can sort of tease out the Tidebringer hits and get a consistent amount of damage onto the Puck?
Maybe very slightly Kunkka. I think there's a skill matchup. I don't know. I feel like just the Puck.
Yeah, you've seen it go both ways.
You can get a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're just able to dodge a lot of it too. Maybe the Kunkka has a slight edge. You can't just push him out ever, but.
I mean, I feel just in general, the Kunkka, surely he should be able to get more out of the laning phase, right? Because he's going to be able to clear camps and the lane quicker than a Puck's going to be able to, right?
Puck can do similar, right? Puck can do. I've seen.
Yeah,
Puck,
sure, but
it's rune dependent a little bit more for the Puck.
Yeah.
I guess the Kunkka can play around not getting runes with his X back.
Yeah.
Puck has to get the rune to refill mana.
Was that smart?
I mean, that's a good point as well. I mean, wish with sort of the X-Mark setup, which sort of heroes are going to be looking to swing over? You sort of imagine to see Stomminen make early moves once the Kunkka's got a few levels and has that catch?
I don't think he needs to. I think his job is just sticking up top. If they ever see him like a 4-minute rune, sure, he'll go check it, but he doesn't need to force these moves. Later on, eventually, I think that's exactly why we're seeing these Shadow Shamans, even some Lion picks, which haven't been doing so great, but instant disables versus Puck, it's always going to be good. You're going to catch him at least once or twice
for sure
in the game.
Yeah, it does feel like you have to have that against Puck. I mean, this hero seems very, very strong at the moment, and it just seems like there's a lot of players that are very good at Puck in this patch. And, you know, it's something that it's been spammed through the pubs, and pretty much in most games it seems at a high level.
I've been really liking seeing it, though. I like seeing the like either Shadow Shaman, Rubik, or Lion. One of those three versus the Pucks. You have to have it to deal with it, or should have it to deal with it. The Brute's just not as reliable anymore now that you can just face shit.
I mean, dude, look at this top. Look at this Shaman top. He's just beating both of them out of the lane.
I had a feeling this might happen. You know, they can't. They both have some of the literal worst 2 base damage heroes probably in the game, right? 46 to 53. Dude, just not easy.
It's not. Yeah, he's just walking up and punching them.
Yeah. Besides techies, these are 2 of the lower ones for sure.
I mean, you're right. Already, we are really starting to see it look pretty grim here for Crystallis. Like he is.
Yeah.
He's just not going to get any farm in these first few waves unless they're able to make some, you know, great pulls and and get it under the tower. But even then, you know, it's still not going to be easy for him. It's very much likely that he's going to have stuff denied right in front of his face underneath his tower by the Shaman.
And Wish is doing an excellent job in mid lane. Marine has dodged most of those phase shifts, but Wish is just dominating the last hits. So Marine has actually missed quite a lot of them that were pretty free for himself.
Yeah, solid stuff here from Wish. And I'd just be interested to see how efficient he is going to be able to make this. And what sort of build he goes for. I mean, we don't see an awful lot of Kunkka nowadays. What sort of way do you like to see the Kunkka being built? I mean, you still start with your phase, right? And then are you going Armlet, you going Shadow Blade for setups, or do you want to see something more greedy?
Not sure for this game. He's got, and if he wants to go for like the best build to like get ready for like if things go wrong, right? It can be that Halberd because he's playing versus Medusa. It'll just be the best item for the later stages. But I feel like if he just builds like his team items and they just go for that big push, they win in 20. He might best do like Soldier Crest or some like just BKB, something like that, so that he just withstands everything.
And to sort of the same extent, would you imagine that focus on the troll, he's not going to get farming item, he is going to build for sort of fighting. We're not going to see a sort of Battle Fury troll. You don't think that would be a good idea to say, hey, we're going to try and scale against the lineup of Dire?
I don't see a point to. He might just because they have such a good window that they're just so far ahead. He might see that I'm getting zero pressure on me as a troll. Maybe he will just go for the farm, but don't think he needs to in this game at all. I think he can just go for his just the standard like SNY, maybe even just go for early diffusal BKB, something like some crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, and just start killing people.
Hey, I'm always very fond of them getting like even Maelstrom or Diffusal when you're playing versus Wyvern when you're a troll, because then even if they're cold embraced, you're still doing stuff. You're neither mana burning or getting Maelstrom.
Yeah, that's true actually. I mean the Diffusal in particular, absolutely against the Deucer, right? And against Axe, I mean against most of these heroes, any of them that get sort of disabled and focused down by this troll are going to be.
It's a bit unorthodox. But because
we don't see it much
playing
anymore.
Versus Deucer and Wyvern, it ticks up, right? It gets much better. Mid.
Oh, we'll see Wish here would actually grab that from underneath Mal as well, so he's got it. Alex not quite able to come over in time to help with the rune control. Try and go on Wish here. Some good body blocks, but not quite enough. Still has the Fairy Fire, good to go. Is going to have to take a trip back to base though. So a bit of time out of the lane and a bit of room for Mal to catch back up.
And let's take a look at these Crystallis' last hits at the moment.
Oh no. I mean, it's tough. It was never going to be an easy lane for Crystallis.
No, they're able to actually get some pulls and get the lane reset. But we see on the other side, Stomina is getting a pull as well. Gonna be able to deny that whole wave, and yeah, this is gonna be a tough early game. Tough 10 minutes.
Yeah,
laning phase goes for Creepwave.
Because it feels like I got to see Wish. He's gonna try and bait out a reaction here from out, but he's able to outplay him there. Of course, very tricky to catch the puck on his own.
Wait, what are you calling? Are you calling him Mal or Marine? I'm just calling him Marine. I like the way.
Because it's either Malrine or no, is it Malrone? You know, sometimes when you put the one N and an E, you want it to be pronounced as one, right?
Oh, you're right. Oh, top.
Yeah, just continued struggles for Creepwave up here. I think Malrone's probably the most likely.
Okay, I'm probably just gonna keep saying Marine.
Marine.
I hope that's right, because it looks like Marine to me.
I mean, it does, but there's an L.
Yeah, the L.
You know what I mean? The L. Oh, Spartan.
He actually walks right up into them.
He's got pretty full stick charge. Yeah, he's fine. He's out to the side. How's the farm?
Though.
Oh, Alex is trying for it. Oh, deny it. If only. Wait, can you? No, you can't, can you? Why can't you deny couriers? You should be able to, right?
There'll be some toxic stuff going on in games if you could. Oh, they hit my courier once. Oh, denied.
I think they should add it.
Oh, stop. Malrine.
Oh. Hey.
Ooh.
Hey.
Oh.
Wish, where is he? Get over it. No, Wish ain't having any of this. He's like, good luck. As Matt was, but he's going to be able to get the first blood. Takes down his commander.
Very nice.
And what was it? Yeah, Wish, though, he's going to go for the Shadow Blade build. He's going to make sure he's got the setup, make those movements.
Okay.
And still, I mean, Crystallis, he's gone jungle now, right? He's at it with that lane.
He can't lane.
Yeah.
There's no way he can lane.
Gotta get out.
And this is even more concerning because now Skylark's got free lane. Book 1 is going to be done. tower pressure is going to start beginning. Then they can start invading even harder. So we're going to have to watch Fishman try to get the deep push off. Not as good as it used to be. It doesn't feel as good as it used to be for some reason, though. These Wyverns been trying out this hero a lot. It doesn't feel as powerful as it once was.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like that he can be up here and do this, but because the 6 is up and the Necro book's out, you know, it's very likely that Skylark can just press ult and dive him, right?
They just might in a second here as the Shadow Shaman's finding the wrap. The book is still not quite on the courier. They're rotating the Oracle. They really want to get this
They don't
tower.
need it, really. I mean, he can... okay, he's living. He's living a bit, but his days definitely, they feel numbered.
He got the catapult killed, though, so at least, I mean, he's doing a good job of slowing this push down significantly up here.
Just been a slight nuisance.
They're even rotating.
Oh, they want to hold it.
Even to get a kill, maybe.
I mean, Mao's got the ult. But, of course, it's that magic immunity onto him. Spartan steps out to the side. Still, the chase is there from Mao. Is there enough damage with the urn? There isn't. The Oracle's going to be able to live, and here comes the move from Skylark as the ult is popped. Stamana's able to turn. Wish has turned up. They combo down the puck. No escape for him. And now they'll be able to continue putting the pressure onto this tower. I mean, it always seemed like it was going to be a risky decision to try and hold that tower against this lineup.
I'm surprised he made the move up there. I think they should have made the executive call. All right, Wyvern, if you die, you die. You actually held the tower for an extra minute and a half or two that wouldn't have happened if you weren't there. That was a big mistake for the puck. He's the one who actually has to salvage this game for his team, and he ruined his own game by trying to make this rotation.
That's rough. Here. Bottom lane, ITF. It's going to be okay, and yeah, focus as you suggested, going the Maelstrom build, which it's pretty much becomes sort of the go-to item now for carries in this patch. At least a lot of them.
3K gold lead already.
Nice
and
rough.
Lycan is just continuing to pressure top, and they can't stop him. They have to look to try to make an aggressive move bottom, but they can't even set up for focus. They don't have ganking heroes. This is what the panel was talking about, how their lineup is going to take some time to really start to be able to pretty much do anything.
Sure.
And it's going to be Brame just dictating the pace. And we're going to have to see how Creepwave actually, how they counteract this push. It's just going to be this looming death ball that will start coming, and they have to be prepared. They have to just get their levels, I think, is the most important thing. Get Fishman 6, get the Nyx 6, so they can at least set up and attempt to defend these towers. We're getting close to that 10-minute mark, and they are getting close at least, but this is all a big concern here, is they can't make any aggressive move for themselves.
He's down bottom. ATF and Fishman have got to be careful. As you say, now Fishman, he still hasn't quite hit that 6 on him. So no real options to really save his buddy on the axe here as ATF will fall. It just feels... At this point, you know, it's definitely going to be a case of Creepwave. Kind of hoping that Brame don't push the issue too much, because every time that Brame group up and go at this sort of timing, you know, this 3K lead is very much felt with the lineup that they have. It's going to be very hard for Creepwave to hold them off it.
They're going to need just a bit more time for the Medusa, have Stone Gaze online, and they need to land some like 4-man plus ultis. When the collapse does come, they have to hope Brame just stands together and they get these big coordinated ults, because it's gonna start coming really quickly, and Skylark is gonna have a book 3 when it does come because of those last few kills that he has. So it's like book 3 at 11 minutes from your offlane Lycan. And the Shadow Shaman 2 is gonna have 6, so Serpent Wards will start coming.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, just recovery, full recovery for attempt from Creepwave. And just guard those tier 1s. Guard those next 2 tier 1s. The Wyvern and the Puck just have to be set up in position for when the push does come. Because they cannot look to make an aggressive move on their own at all in this game now. They have to wait like 10 minutes plus before they can look to make their own aggressive play.
And there we have 11 minutes. And the
farmed.
level 3 Necro book done on
Off-lane
Skylark.
Lycan.
Yeah. Well, they said they set the lanes up very nicely.
Off to mid now. I feel like Lycan just walks to mid, pops his ult, collapses through the tower. I feel like Fishman has to look to set up around mid. This move bottom, I don't really think that this is a good move.
Trying to go on focus, but he's got backup. Stamana's able to turn. He's got the lockdown onto the Wyvern. Will be put to an end by the Impale from Alex. Got the curse to hold back the 2 of them. But obviously having to use the curse in these sort of situations, it's not great for Creepwave. They need that for the defenses. And they're losing Alex, they're losing Fishman, and Crystalis always TPing out. Is he going to make it away? He is. He's at least able to live. But it's a lot of running away that's having to be done here by Creepwave. And an unfortunate move that again, just didn't seem like it was really going to work out there.
I'm so surprised they try to make an aggressive move at all this game. It concerns me a lot because that means that their read in the game is really weird. Because the puck's not there. They have their Nyx, Axe, and Wyvern ganking. There's no damage that comes between the three of them, really, besides the Vendetta. Sure. And they should know how the game is going to be loomingly come down to just pressuring towers and them having to defend these towers with these ults. They cannot commit a Wyvern ult like that at all in this game.
So how would you want to see Creepwave play right now? Is it just all about being around your Deucer, making sure that there's no entry points for Brame towards, and if you are going to defend, just hold on your side of the map behind towers as at least 4 heroes?
I think you just have to at this point. With the way the lanes went and with a Deucer draft, you can't make these aggressive moves. If Puck is there, maybe, just maybe. I'm still not a big fan of it because of where the positioning of the play is, but if the Puck is there, maybe. They can't make these aggressive plays with the way that the game is going and what they're up against. These mistakes will cost them so much. Like, Wyvern ult's used, bottom tower is now dead. And now Wyvern ult's coming back up, but now the Lycan book is back up, so he's going to collapse on mid. Now he's going to start setting up, but they have to approach this properly. Stay around that Deucer, let Brame make the mistakes of overcommitting.
Starting to have a bit of a poke on a Crystalis. I mean, yeah, look at that. As soon as the Necro books are on him, it's pretty much his entire mana pool gone in a second. Wish now has the Shadow Blade. Starting to have a bit of a setup onto Fishman, but it's pretty deep here. Tempting to burst him low. And with the Necro books as well, he nearly did go down.
But look, they still have their ults. Tower is pretty decently defended. Axe is getting some cut. They're actually doing a pretty okay defense right now.
I'm seeing what ATF, yeah, he's very close to having the blink. So once that is in place, you know, as was mentioned, it is a great defense that they do have. If they can get the jumps with ATF, lock down a few heroes, you know, into this Winter's Curse, Dream Coil, Stone Gaze, that is long enough of a time of a team fight for them to get the kills, even against these farmed heroes.
Absolutely. They gotta just wait for it. Let themselves build up. They gotta get to that moment so that they can get that whole thing kicked off. Because even Deucer, you know, she's catching back up. Sure, her net worth's not fantastic right now, but she's only 600, 700, 800 behind some of those other cores on the other side. And she does at least have the point now put in the Stone Gaze, has the evasion talent too. So she is ready to battle if it all does collapse when she does have her teammates. Oh,
Skylark.
Here it comes.
He's ready to start diving for kills. He's into the trees. Look who he's found. He's found the Fishman. As Fishman will get the curse out. It's not going to do anything at all here. As Crystalis will pop the Stone Gaze. Dream Coil down only onto Wish's Kunkka. ATF's getting the call off, but again, it's only onto the one of them. There's a false promise, keeping Wish fine. A second buyback comes into play from Alex. Focus, he's ready to fight. He's in the midst of it all, turns over towards the Nyx Assassin. Cold Embrace will buy a little bit of safety. ATF trying to draw him away with the call. He's got the dunk, will manage to bring down Focus. A Crystalis in trouble. He's out of mana as Wish slices him down. They try their best there to pull together the team fight, and there was sort of semblance of what they're capable of, but it's not enough. Not quite able to get the perfect execution they need in this game whilst they're behind. Sure, Focus is down, but they lose 4 heroes here, and 2 buybacks having to come out, and of course all of their ultimates being used in an attempt to turn it.
They were in the right position at least, right? To at least try to set up to go for that. But if you look at the ward positioning from Brame, they got both wards down, both sentries down. The angle of approach, they just got this beautiful surround. They saw everything that Creepwave have, and they can just pick and choose their targets there. They find the Wyvern, kill him quickly. Find Alex, kill him quickly. Alex buys back. He's isolated in the front. They just did a great job of preparing for that fight on the side of Brame. Even though Creepwave, I feel like they did an okay job of preparing for it too. They're just that far behind. They do at least have Axe Blink Dagger now. He didn't have it for that last fight, even though he did get that dunk. And a 7,000 gold lead now, Brame, and a 6,000 XP lead as it continues to grow.
Obviously, Skylark And he has the Vlads for the team. Focus is going to be very happy with that. Focus pretty much having the S and Y complete. Oh, he's in trouble. He's up on the cliff. Well, they see him.
When the books are just 10 times stronger than your hero, they just kill you.
No, but yeah, it's never fun to play against a fast Necro 3. Especially for these supports.
So ridiculous. It really is so absurd. Wish. Sends a nice little X play down bottom. In the meanwhile, they're going to commit for that Roche, and they don't even have to use Serpent Wards or the book or anything for this. They can just freely kill it down. This troll. And the push continues. Creepwave have to be prepared. They're getting good farm, pushing out this wave bottom. I actually just noticed them. Malrine went bots this game.
I was going to ask you about that because I was trying to think, you know, it's early in the morning. Well, it's not the morning here, but, you know, I was like, hang on, is this what most pucks are going? Are they going for this creep build? Because I feel we do see bots pucks sometimes, but it's not always rushed, right?
No, it's actually been mostly the Witchblade. It's been the Trent Witchblade a lot of the games.
That's
now
been
he went bots Blink. Okay.
Oh, he went Blink as well.
Pretty good. Yeah, his Blink, it's pretty good timing, but I feel like he might need to do a little bit more damage in the fights. He's now got Maelstrom queued up, but we'll see.
I mean, at least that's the right approach after it, right?
That's the right approach.
Saying, well, I got to get some right click online.
Yeah, I want him to be able to clear out these summons. Like I think Brian was mentioning, you know, the phase shift attack and all that. You phase as you're killing the book. You know that. Then you don't have to deal with this last will damage that's really frustrating early on. 7,000 gold lead.
Now, so in these sort of games, the question is, you know, when you look at Brame's lineup, if they do mess up a couple of, you know, high ground pushes, attempts on the racks, and Creepwave's able to hold it, you know, how many times can they do that before the game's suddenly like, well, hang on, Brame's sort of, they've lost that advantage?
Ooh, nice foil up top, stopping troll TP. I think they could, if they do it a couple, like, maybe two, even like maybe a third time might just be the breaker where they just win the game. It really depends on if they can ever get map control back. That's one thing too. Because even if they high ground defend infinitely, if they're too far on the defensive where they never push out, they'll never get Roche. And then you're always playing against a troll with Aegis Cheese Refresher, Aghanims, etc. So it's not just 1-1. They have to get something out of when they do get their defenses too.
I'll focus.
And it's a Manta finished. Chrysalis, you know, he's at least got one item finished. Focus. No fear.
You see ATF, he's trying to get in.
Down on the side.
But all these summons are sort of stopping him from having any sort of blink initiation. Chrysalis having to pop the stone gates to get out of here. Skylark.
He's axed.
He's just kiting Alex up at the moment with the summons, and indeed Chrysalis has been dragged back. There's no save for him with Fishman being dead. As Mal trying to do his best to just cut the creep wave mid. Stop them from having any chance to push in, but Alex dead outside of the base. Couldn't quite make it back to safety. And Storm, Stamanen's in position. He's ready for the jump. He knew that he was trying to clear out this creep wave. As it's getting rough. It really is. If it hasn't already.
Hope is starting to really dwindle and disappear as they're just getting caught too many times. They need to have this. They need to have their defense really prepared and really set up to have a chance in this game as Brame with this draft. It's just much easier to play. All the lanes going so well, and just now being able to just walk at these towers and take them out. Creepwave, they'll find Spartan.
Right, he's not getting any spins though.
One spin.
He didn't get any spins. I mean, he'll get the kill, but it definitely felt that RNG was not on his side there.
He also battle-hungered the creep by accident.
Oh, Alex.
That's Alex. Poor Alex.
Time for them to get out of it. Oh, he's not got... Oh, he's going to have to sit down here for a little bit. Could work out for him, though. Might mean he can cut the creep wave here next.
Wait. Look at that. Wish knows. They even threw the scan. Now they see the Splinter Blast, probably.
Oh.
Fishman.
No, wait.
They did.
He's got the call. He's found Skylark. Have they got the damage? They might just have him here. They have?
They do? Okay.
All right, ATF making some big moves here, getting kills for the squad. They can keep it up.
Medusa's Manta. Oh, the courier died with Medusa's Manta earlier.
Oh no!
I was like, I thought he had it.
Oh, that always hurts, especially at this time of the game. You know, where it's not dead for too long, but it's dead for long enough that it feels bad. You know, you have to wait sort of a minute or so until you actually have your item out.
Look at Stomanen. He's set up for this puck. He's in Malreen's mind right now. There is a ward right on top of him, so it's not going to work this time around, but it's the thought that counts. As Wish, Focus, and Spartan.
Oh, Crystallis.
They find Medusa.
Instant stone gaze. Of course, there's going to be a decent amount of lockdown here between the boat and the torrent. Alex is coming over. Can he save him, though? He cannot. Wish comes in with the Tidebringer hit. Gets the kill. Alex, he's trying to run, and he'll be fine. No detection there on the front lines, so Alex will live. Still, Mal continue to cut the waves, but Skylark. He's got to be careful how he plays around this Malreen. He's going to be
he knew where the Rasta was.
Yeah,
he knew where Sto was wrapping around. That was nice.
He was, Stone was perfectly prepared for the other move, but Dean Mal playing it smart.
I didn't touch on this either.
This is smart.
The Shadow Shaman skill build.
Can they burst focus? He's just lost the Aegis.
Oh, he's got the.
He's tanky. He's pretty farmed. Let's see if they got the damage. Spartan coming in for the start. Good impale from Alex. Will stop the backup for now. False Promise is still on cooldown. There's no available. And we are going to see him head back over. They'll be able to get the kill onto Spartan. Now they've got the follow-up call. They're going to be able to get another. He's doing it with these dunks. He's doing it now. He could be in a bit of a spot of bother. They're chasing him down. Cold Embrace will keep him protected for a little bit of time, but the boat comes crashing down. ATF will fall. But still 2 kills now, taking away Focus and Spartan. You're removing some of Brame's potential to push their advantage into a victory. You're slowing them down. That's all he needs to do.
And I learned I kind of knew a little bit of how that interaction worked, but the battle trance with the curse.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
His first target, though, the battle trance continues, but then as soon as the target that he was first going for dies, then the curse supersedes the battle trance to make him hit his teammate. That was kind of cool, even though there were enemies around. So I guess it's based off the initial, whoever he's first hitting. Cool mechanics. More time for the Dusa to attempt to get online. Needs a lot more of it.
I mean, they could do it. I feel like I can't remember exactly, but I think in like the Brame's first series, some of the losses that they did have in. Okay. It was picking sniper. That's a crime. Anyway. I hear dunks.
Wait, I hear Witch's curse. What's going on?
Wait, what's happening?
I just heard a curse, and I'm like, curse.
We were just hearing the dreams of Creepwave. This is what they were saying. It was going to happen. We're going to see it right now. ATF was envisioning. Yeah, he's a time traveler.
Okay, well, let's see. They gotta get some vision down. They're actually attempting an aggressive move. They have the puck Ags, so
they've got an insane team fight.
Let's see.
Oh,
it's a single coil though.
Single coil. They do come in with a follow-up here from ATF. They've got the stun down and the stone gaze. They will get the kill onto Spartan. Wish has the BKB, of course. He's ready to pop it. Focus. He's going to go towards ATF. Cold Embrace protecting ATF a little bit. They have the curse down. Crystallis is trying to get back in to help kill off Focus, but Stamana's got the lockdown onto Alex. Jump forward again. They've lost. Wish Crystallis, he's doing it. They're getting these kills. Skylark's trying with the TP out. He will make it away. Alex was able to live with the Vendetta as he sneaks away from the Serpent wards. I mean, they're kind of doing it here. They it's a hard game. There's a hefty advantage against them. But if they're able to do that on Brame's side for the map, then maybe what chances do Brame have of pushing the high ground? This is definitely concerning for Brame and their lineup.
Step 1 of 3, right? Look at the items they just all picked up right after that. Crystallis almost has this almost a full butterfly now after it. And also Alex gets a blink, so they get better ways to initiate and start fights. Alex likely will die here because he pushed forward too far, giving information. But yeah, a big punchback.
He got the bounty.
Much easier ways now for them to start the fights. And he did get the bounty. Good call.
No, I think definite concern here for Brame's ability to close it.
That was a one-man coil, too, the way it all kicked off. But they had
the
great high ground advantage that whole time. The way that they did get the setup, they were in a very good spot to get the fight. Deuce in a very good position to pretty much hit everything.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. It definitely feels like you're bang on with the number 3. I think that happens two more times like that, and the game suddenly gets very hard for Brame.
Yeah, this puck is... the build is actually working. The bots with the blink, I was a little doubtful of it. But with this Ags, it's going to do big work versus both this Troll and the Lycan, and most even versus that Kunkka.
Invisibility.
It's going to be powerful. Focus, he's about to have a BKB, so that is one thing he was missing because he went for just full-out greedy. He will have that for this next fight, which will do a lot because I feel like all the damage he really took was magical toward the end of the fight there after the Axe call. But yeah, Butterfly done, so pretty decent. Christos, he probably needs that next item. And they still can't actually look to pry pressure around that Roche area is the concern. It's about 1 minute. So maybe they can look to set up some vision right now around the area, but Brame has it fully covered at the moment. And Malrine also did buy the Aghanim Shard, by the way, after that Aghanim Scepter. So not going to go for that Maelstrom. Not till later on. He wants to just be more that team fighter. I'm cool with it. I like this Ag Shard a lot on the puck, especially when you're playing versus when you're playing a 4 Protect 1. I think with Dusa is probably the best, pushing heroes away from the Dusa.
I mean, yeah, that is
sounds pretty nice.
It sounds pretty insane as well. I mean, for the free D-warding as well, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you're just going to be able to take everything off the map. It's such a low cooldown. You've got all the mana in the world to spam it whenever you want. You know, the D-ward potential is pretty big.
With the quickening, yeah, 6-second cool.
There's a 6-second D-ward, dude.
Damage.
You know, you're clearing the map of any sort of vision, which is going to make it rather hard for Brame to push into you.
Wish. Setting up bottom. He does have the X to bring himself back, and he will. Roche. Brame still just lingering around this area, trying to keep their ward coverage there too. Let's see if Creepwave wants to actually try their Butterfly, Elven Tunic, and the evasion talent on the Dusa, by the way. So 54% evasion right now versus no true strike.
That is strong. Yeah, I mean,
the Dream is starting to come together, maybe.
He has to get this MKB focus. That's gonna take a bit of time.
Yep. Very likely, though, to still get this Roche control. Yeah. This Aegis and Cheese will still be a big problem for the side of Creepwave until later on, if they can keep this game going, if they can keep defending. But some slight hope for them.
No, for sure. I mean, they're still down 9k, but it feels like that's sort of been the number for quite a while now. It's definitely been flatlining for a bit now, that lead that Brame got early.
Double BKBs. They can poke this now up top. Level 20 on the Troll too, so he has his own evasion talent kicking in on top.
Let's see how much damage they can get done before Creepwave's able to push them off. As ward's been dispatched pretty easily there by Chrysalis. And now they're going to start opening up onto focus, see if they can take him down the once. It's going to be saved here. The Spartan's able to get him out.
They forced full reaction. Shadow Shaman wards were used, so Brame, they're going to back up once everybody is in the base there. Swing over to grab those bounties, and they still do have control of those outposts, so no experience for the side of the Dire. And Brame can just reset until they do have... Probably just wait till Serpent wards are back up and look to pick up these next few items. Wish about to have his AC, so they're close to a few big things here. And like you said too, you know, that getting toward those MKBs in particular would be very nice for these two big hitters to be able to bring down the Dusa. So Focus and Lycan going to be getting closer to those.
Gold from my chest.
And Creepwave just has to play as like this 5-man unit right now. They cannot move away from Crystals. The game is all about him. And they still have this vision down too, so they are watching where the Troll is right now. Bit tough to make this aggressive move, though. Their lanes are being pushed in at the moment.
Into Aegis.
Yeah. And top tower's going to die. This catapult's actually going to get this tier 3.
Oh, Chrysalis, he's wandering in as the first one, but no, they'll back off. Neither team is going to be able to find the jump.
And now the racks are revealed up top, and Shadow Shaman wards are back up, so Brame, very likely they just smoke and look to swing their way toward top, maybe push in bottom. close to both, getting very close to both MKBs on
Yeah, I mean, that's
Lycan and Troll.
That's going to be the next big timing for sure. They've got to make sure that they can kill this Deucer in the fight, because right now, you know, as long as there's any sort of ult around Crystalis to enable him, they're not going to kill this Deucer on the high ground sieges.
Crimson Guard to slow down the push.
I see Focus, yeah, just continuing to feel pretty strong, of course.
They're still pinging. I see them constantly pinging the Shadow Shaman every time. I feel like they're really wanting to put a lot of attention on Sto, because he's this humongous counter for Malrine, because Malrine's got no way to protect himself if he gets caught by a shackle. Very likely does die, so I think they really want to look for this Shaman.
Now they're going to drop the walls down.
Curse is out.
It's able to catch Spartan and Wish. See if they can get rid of Spartan before he can do anything to help his teammates out. And indeed they do. They burst through the Oracle. They'll kill a Focus the once on the high ground. Coil down, it's going to snap on Wish's Kunkka. Is now Kunkka falling low, able to put the cheese. ACF over to the side, gets the call onto Stamanen. They bring down the Shaman. Now they turn their attention over towards Wish. He's trying to hide, but they'll be able to find him with the sentry down. He cannot retreat from these heroes as he'll fall. Focus pops the BKB just to kill off Alex, to stop him from chasing. The rest of Creepwave, they're going to continue to try and move in on him. ATF, he's going to have to blink in a second. He's able to get the Battle Hunger slowed down as well. Doesn't want to continue going, though. They're going to be happy with this. Again, it's 4 heroes dead, including the Aegis lost from Focus. They're holding.
Yeah, it was a very smart move from Skylark, actually, going for top and just taking out the Rax. I think he's starting to realize it's hard to actually fight into this big amount of team fight that Creepwave does have, so he splits it up a little bit and goes for that.
Yeah, I mean,
this is concerning. This Deuce is starting to be able to hold her ground pretty nicely, has the next item queued up. You know, that Rapier is looking tasty now that she's got a Scotty.
Yeah, we'll see sort of how much difference the MKBs make in the fight, but until they have the MKBs, I think, yeah, that as you say, that's the only way they're going to be able to progress. Looking for sort of the distract and wrap plays with Skylark's Lycan.
That was Aegis cheese push, and they got pretty dominated because Creepwave knows exactly what they need to go for now. Fishman just starts to fight in the back lines, then it forces reactions. They start to see the positions of these heroes, and then Malrine, Alex, they can all follow up. And there's that dream setup that Panel was talking about with their draft, is the Nyx and Pale is always going to be able to follow up onto that Wyvern Curse. So if Fishman finds good setups in a lot of these fights, it's going to be good for them. Is that a full Mjolnir also on Malrine? You know, these items are starting to trickle in. The solutions to deal with this Brame lineup.
I did pop a dust there.
Yeah, he looked like he knew something was up. Like maybe covering the courier.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So Spartan is about to have an Aeon disc too, which another thing they have to factor in. He would have actually survived in the last situation if he does have that. So definitely still tough fights for Creepwave coming forward here. But if they can execute like that a couple more times, they'll be back in this one. Focus, leading the charge. Scotty finished up on Crystal, so they got the slow.
They got the call on him. Dream caught down as well and put the BKB and try to run. The boat comes crashing down onto ATF Stamanen, jumping in from the side, but the curse is out. Will disable Wish for a good duration of his BKB. Focus, he's going to now get caught. The false promise from Spartan will come out in time to keep Focus alive. Torrent from Wish out onto ATF and Crystalis. Crystalis got the Stone Gaze off, but he's now out of mana. He's pretty weak here and vulnerable, and they'll be able to crush him. This time round, the team fight not coming into place for Creepwave, as Brame are able to find their target. Spartan's able to live and get his contribution out this time.
That caught them completely off guard. They were not ready for that one. Sto might be able to find the puck. Uh-oh. Malrine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Was trying to push out this bottom lane, but indeed he's gone, and that is Malrine and Crystalis out without buybacks. It's going to be left up to the three of them.
For this play. They're hoping to come back now. Quickly disappearing.
And they were able to find that one fight over Brame's half of the map. That second fight down bottom, well, on the back of the Brame siege with the Aegis and Cheese, but it just seems like they're not going to be able to find that third one. As Brame still in prime position to close this up. as they get themselves the Megas. And Focus, he's looking to start trying to just end the game here. Onto the tier 4s. 15 seconds until Crystallis is back up. And without him, what can they do to slow him? They're trying their best Creepwave, but these tier 4s are gone. Over to the Ancient they go. As Alex comes in with one final impale to put a stop to it. They try with a call, but an instant Hex comes out from Stamanen, and the game is over. Brame, they'll be able to take this game one with the lineup and maybe with a few hiccups along